So here we are again. I'm editing the video again in my truck, right? Because I always run out of time, but there we go. So, a little bit of disclaimer. The bike doesn't start. So, it ended up with the carburetor being at fault this time. Obviously, I didn't know whether the carburetor would work. I should probably have tested it or done something with it. But, you know, you live and learn. So, I basically took the carburetor off after the end of the video that you're about to watch, and I started to strip it down, and there were a couple of faults with it, which will be in the next video, because I haven't finished it yet, because I still need to get the parts and stuff, like seals and some grommets that were missing. I don't know what they're for, little rubber O-rings and some grommets that were in some of the carbs, but not all of them, so I'm assuming that they all need it. There was also a broken carb. Again, that would be in the next video. So, watch this one. This is purely now on the Dynatek electronic ignition system. How to fit it, how to time it properly. Yeah, so hopefully it'll give people an insight to how to do it. Happy watching. Hello and welcome back to the Bike Garage. Today, because why not, we are going to be fitting the Dynatek electronic ignition for the DS3-2. Yeah, basically going to replace the mechanical one that's already there. I have the instructions on the PC that's just outshot. And we have some other bits and pieces. I think this is a weight that goes in the middle of the ignition itself, somewhere behind that lot, behind the disc and stuff. We have some other bits and pieces, and I don't actually know what these do yet. We're gonna go through it as we go. So yeah, so we'll go over there. Not that you can see. There you go. To the bike, and we'll fit it, and hopefully it starts. That'll be nice, because I keep saying every episode, oh, it's going to start today, and then it doesn't, for whatever reason. But let's do that. I'm going to put a socket on it instead, which is probably what I should have done. I thought, oh, maybe it's Imperial or something like that, which it still might be a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We can do it. So what I did do, and I don't know whether you can see it in there. Let's get a torch. Can you see it? See where the F is? So that F is for cylinder 1. And that's on its timer marker there. Like you can just about see it. Alright, it's slightly off. But anyway, don't matter. Point is that I wanted to put it on its timer mark because it made sense to, so we might just put it back just a little bit. There we go. Okay, put the torch back there, and we'll take this out. So what does it say? Remove bolt and hex washer. There's the bolt. I guess that is the hex washer. Okay, the washer does have some grooves in it, which kind of correspond to this. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Right. Remove the 3 screws holding the points plate to the engine. Disconnect the black and white point wires where they plug into the wire harnesses and remove the entire plate assembly. So that would be here. That would be these two. Well, I can't quite get to them just yet. Or can I? What are they, little ones? Oh, they'll be little ones. Like 5s or something? Seven? Not 7. Oh dear, I'm not doing very well today, are we? 5.5? That sort of feels like it. It's very small anyway. It's definitely not 5. Should go in the right way. How am I going to do that? That's not even moving. Do we have? No, don't go that small. Alright, let's just get it off first, see what happens. That's obviously massively too big. Also obviously massively too big. Okay. Well, it's not going to come off very easily, is it? So we'll give it a little bit of a hit. But I'm going to have to move you out of the way because you're where the camera needs to be. Alright, yeah. Anyway, okay, just put you there a minute. Still see, right? Yeah. Just the right size. That one or that one. That one. Guessing it means that one. That's that one. And there's that one. Coolio. There it is. I'm going to assume that we're putting this back on this way. So okay. I think I understand. Obviously this side has the hole as well, and there is also a hole here so we can see what's going on. So that's going to be our orientation. Oh dear. Sorry about that. So that came off. Came off a little bit quicker than I was expecting. But yeah, so now we just need to remove these little cables from here. Which I know I said was one of them, but just not getting a bite on that. Getting a bite on that one? Why am I getting a bite on that one and not the other one? Where's my little screwdriver thing gone? Just don't feel like you want to work for me. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done to you. But that one there I really want to keep. Well, I can possibly do it that way. Or not. Can we do this one? Wow, this one's not going to be a pain in the ass, so we do that one. So it is the right size. So what one do we need to keep? That one. Oh dear. Right, it's now all falling apart. So we try and put that back together. Just in case, for future. Because you never know. Where the bolt's gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's got a bolt and a washer. Oh, do you know what? Let's just disassemble it. There was a lot that fell off then. More than I was expecting. Right, we'll put that back together in a second. Just get it unattached for the minute. That bit. And a couple of washers. Is there not a nut that went with that? Yep, there it is. Okay, now this one, I wonder if I can undo that. Give me a bit more space, because it looks like I'm going to have to undo it anyway. And this is why you should use proper tools. There we go. Give me a bit more room. Yeah. There we go. Right, we don't need to undo it all the way, as I found out. So that one, and that one. So I just need that then. Okay, so push that over there. Put my little bolts on there with you. Okay. So now I'm assuming this comes out. Yes, it does. Is that key weight? Yeah. Okay. So that's the weights that are moving. So is this a way that this comes out? Do I have to hold it? Spin it back? Oh, there we go. So I just kind of sits in there like that. So if I pull the weights out, which I currently can't do. Yeah, great. I can do it. Pull that weight out there and that way out there. Anyway, you see I pulled the weights out, look. And this bit kind of just fell off. So I'm assuming we don't need that bit anymore. So let's just give it a quick clean up and a lube, because it does say remove the points cam from the advanced assembly, which is what we've just done. Coat the advanced assembly shaft with oil while holding it with a 1/4 size pointing up. Slip the Dynatek rotor over the shaft. Okay, let's just give it a clean. Should have brought some of this stuff over. Okay. So we'll just give this a little bit of a clean with some clutch cleaner. Which I'm sure is exactly what it needs. Starting to go on, eh? Be nice to be able to read the timing points again, wouldn't it? So that's 2 and 3. Okay, so as you can see, if you can see, there we go. So those are our fire, and I don't know what the T stands for. Anyway, so I'm assuming that F stands for fire, and you can see it says a 1, and there is a 1 and a 4 on that side, and a 2 and a 3 on that side, which is exactly what we'd expect, because that's what it says we should have. Okay. So with this little bit of lube, put a bit of lube on here. Now it's not oil or whatever, but it does lubricate, so we're going to go with that. And then the new weight, which is this one. No, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, remove the point cap. Coat the advanced assembly shaft with oil while holding it with the 1/4 side pointing up, which is like that. Slip the Dynatek rotor over the shaft. A magnet approximately 1/4 inch in diameter will be noticed on one side of the rotor. Oh yeah. I'm guessing that's the magnet. Guessing that's the magnet, if you can see it. Right. This magnet must face to the left. Okay. So let's face to the left, which it is. And now that's on like that. See? Don't know whether you can see them moving in and out, but these little bits are moving in and out. Come on, focus here. Anyway, so they are moving out. The camera just doesn't like focusing on this. Oh, there we go. See, moving out, in and out, in and out. Right. And it's fallen off. One. Left. I'm not sure it's meant to fall off, but it did. Anyway, so that's that bit done. Okay. Spread the weights and push the rotor down until it engages the weights. Ensure that the rotor rotates freely in the shaft as the advanced weights move out and back. Install the advanced rotor assembly on the engine, making sure the pin on the advanced assembly is engaged in the pinhole in the crankshaft. Right. So we know 1 and 4 needs to be facing up, and I'm assuming that bit is that bit there. So why aren't you going back in now? Need a little bit of a clean as well. No reason why not. Go back to you watching this. So 1 and 4. Okay, so that's like that. Install the advanced rotor assembly on the engine, making sure the pin on the advanced assembly is engaged in the pinhole in the crankshaft, which it is. Reinstate the hex washer and bolt and tighten. Was that the way we did it? Not sure that's the way we took it apart, but okie dokie. So that goes like that. Is anybody watching where this bit went when I took it apart? No. Does it go that way? Yeah, that's the way. Anyway, I can just stay there a minute. Don't need to put that back in yet. Right, so that back in there. And then that back in here. Okay. Right. So now it says reinstate this in its hole using the original 3 screws. Now we're going to assume this goes back in here, otherwise we're not going to be able to time it otherwise. Let's put that back on there. I'll put that back on there. I don't know, somewhere like that somehow. It's about looking like how it was. 1, 2. And we'll just do it up a little bit because I think we need to be able to move it. Which, how would you do that? Okay, like that. So just do them up a little bit, not all the way. this is easier said than done. I thought we should be able to at least move it. Well, how are we going to time it? Like that, I guess. Anyway, install the Dynatek using the 3 screws previously removed and tighten. Why would we tighten it? We're not going to tighten it just yet. Route the cable to where originally they plugged in, which would be there. Oh, are we removing this altogether? Why did we undo the cables then? Okay. Well, I guess we're not using these cables, so we'll just take these cables off. Right, because we're obviously not using them. We will, however, use the grommet that is on this side. So we'll use that, but we're going to have to cut it. I don't know how else it's going to come off, because we don't know how else we're going to put it on. Do I cut it? We'll just see if I can fit it over the cables, because that would be a better idea as far as I'm concerned. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to try and route this back over here. There we go, that one there, that one there. So now we have the grommet. I'll put the grommet back over, not this. Is it even going to go over that? Are we going to find a way of doing that? Or are we just going to cut it? We're just going to cut it. Just put a small hole. Is it going to go that way? Yeah, so if we... Oh, don't worry about it. We'll just cut it. Cut it in the straight bit. There we go. Let's put the grommet back over here. Oh, bloody tastic. I mean, it's not the best, but it's on, right? Okay. Connect the black and white wires to the receptacles where the original points connected, matching the colours. Okay. So white is the left-hand one, which we know is 1 and 2. Let me just move you. So we know this is 1 and 2. So that is the left-hand one. So that's that one. Obviously I can reroute these cables a bit later. That's the left-hand one. And then this is the right-hand one, which is the black one, which, yeah, cool. Right, so that's that. Remove the fuel tank, don't need to. locate the two ignition coils. There is an orange and white wire coming from each coil to a common junction in the wiring harness. These wires carry a switch 12 volts to the coils. Using the splice connector provided, attach the separate red wire, this one, included with the kit, to the orange and white wire that goes to the coils as shown below. Do not strip the wire. Right. So that is going to be, because they're both orange and white, let me give you some space to see. What is going on here? Come on. There we go. Right. So, the orange wires come into here, like this. So we need to find out where they connect, I guess. I don't think we're going to go all the way down there, are we? Right. Of course, I put all this back together at one point. However, I've been thinking about it, but I'm wondering whether I should go motor gadget and motor gadget the electrics, make it a bit simpler. I'm wondering whether that'll be a bit easier. It's expensive, but why not, eh? Right. So that orange wire really go up there? That's not how I routed it, surely. Don't worry, we will fix this, make it look a bit better. Oh no, that really is how I did it. Right, no problem. Right, so we are going to splice, let's cut it down a bit further, as it says in the instructions, to here. Obviously they connect here, it wants me to splice into this bit. I don't know why that is. I'm sure it'll all become very clear very soon. Now obviously it's fine. I can solder it when it comes down to it, can't I? So this end obviously goes that way. Sorry, you can't see. So this end obviously goes into the bit that stops. I feel like just put it in that way. Yeah, right. And then this bit, so we obviously want it to come down that way. The cable goes into here. Like that. Obviously I want to make sure this is in before I close it. That goes in like that. And then we close it. Not what I would call splicing right now. go down. There we go. And then that goes like that. So there you go. Splice cable all the way down there. So I guess this now connects to the red one. Right, so we've done that. Oh, it says there's several possible locations, but we've obviously decided to go for that one. I don't know what that noise is either. We still got power on these. Yeah, that's cool. Right, okay. Plug the red wire, come from the Dynatek into the red wire installed just then. Okie dokie. So that goes in like that. This is a mess of wires, isn't it? Something for us to sort out later on, I guess. Anyway, we know we have to sort all that out anyway. This completes the installation. Okay, so it's Sunday morning. So I watched a video this morning on how to do this because there was something that I didn't feel was quite right, and I was right thinking that. However, when I've come down this morning and I was playing around with this, if it will track it, come on. Okay, so I was playing around with this, and you'll notice that there's a small bevel on it. Okay, and when the nut is all the way down, it stops this from spinning. What I mean by that is that on this one, come on, you're going to track it rather than tracking me. There we go. Okay, so you'll notice on this one, which is the one of the original ones, there isn't that. So there's more that protrudes up. So when the bolt goes down on here, it allows this to still spin, which is what I'd expect it to do. So this does now fit how it's supposed to, which I'd be able to show you. There you go. So it is protruding ever so slightly. Come on. There we go. Ever so slightly. So yeah, it's not my best work, but there was obviously also a bolt, or the washer, which is also not quite as wide as it was before. So yeah, not the way I wanted to do it, but let's just clean this washer up a bit. There we go. So now, we're going to get the bolt. So it's upright. Now when I tighten it, like so, it moves. See? Just like it's meant to. Although I can see that staying out. Maybe it won't. Okay. So now we'll put all this back together. Come on. You can do it. Well, this is annoying. Why do you want to fit in all the rest but not that one? There you go. Maybe it just needed to have its moment. There we go. There we go. No, maybe it wasn't all clicked into place, that's why. It's all clicking into place now. There we go. Right. Okay. So that now opens and shuts. Okay, so we had a little bit of a problem with the magnet. I thought I could use one of the originals, but these don't have a magnet on them because obviously they're mechanical. This one does because it's electronic and it needs to be able to pass these sensors, hence the magnet. So the issue's now been solved. It's not my best work, but it has been solved. Put it that way. So we'll just put these back in. There's one. There's two. There's almost three. So we'll put it back fully this way because that's how it says to do it in the book. Right, so now we should be able to retime it again properly, the way it should be. So we'll get on and do that. Yeah, So like I said, I did do this yesterday, but I didn't do it the right way. So today, we're going to do it the right way. Okay, so left hand side, down into here. So I don't know if you can see that test light. Yeah. If we turn the ignition on, it obviously doesn't light up. Oh. So there it is lighting up as I turn the magnet. Now it's only just doing it, but I need it to be doing it basically on the end. So it needs to move a little bit. Can I guess? About halfway. This isn't very easy to move. Do a bit more. It appears to be quite tight in there. There. So that is on our mark, isn't it? Oh no, it's not quite. So there we are on our mark. So we'll do this up. Just double check it. So that's just as we're getting to that point. Let's check it again. Right. Okay, so now we'll spin it all the way around. So that we're on the other cylinder. Okay, so that's that bit. I've just realised my torch has gone out. Never mind. So when I bring it round to, it should be 4. Or 2 and 3, sorry. If I had my my torch, I know it to say 2 and 3. There we go, so it does say 2 and 3. Bonus. So, oh good, so that won't reconnect, but we are still running. Right, so now we'll move this one to this one. So this is now on F. Just need to go out just a little bit. Now there was a little, oh, what's there, that? Allen key. So I'm just going to come out a couple of degrees. With this black one here, look. That's what it says. So undo it a little bit. Right, so that's that. It's almost to the very end of its travel, but okay. So now we've got that working. Yeah. And now we'll go all the way back round again. So back on the time it marks. And there we go. So that's how you time that.